I got a sense that he thinks about that a lot, though. What clues maybe they could have settled upon that would indicate what he was capable of.
The thing is that Peter didn't see clues, Nancy didn't see clues, and the professionals who saw Adam didn't see clues. But what Peter said, which I thought was very interesting, was that Adam had a diagnosis of Asperger's syndrome. Now, Asperger's syndrome, or autism spectrum disorder as it's now called, does not cause people to do these things. There's no question of it's causing it. But he said because Adam had the Asperger's diagnosis, he assumed that whenever Adam was being peculiar, it was because of his Asperger's. In some way, it blinded him and blinded Nancy to what else might have been going wrong, and apparently blinded the professionals he interacted with as well. It was a kind of veil that kept them from seeing, oh, not only does he have Asperger's, he's also a developing psychopath. Nobody saw past it.
You've spent a lot of time looking into mental illness and particularly the families of criminals. Do you think there's any way we'll ever know the real motive behind Adam Lanza's actions?
I don't think there is a real motive that we can distill behind actions like that. If we had discovered that Adam Lanza had schizophrenia, or if we had discovered that he had been sexually abused as a child, or if we discovered that he was a pedophile, those would be interesting additional pieces of information. But there is no explanation for someone going and killing 20 small children to whom he is unrelated. There is no sense that we can ever really make sense of it. We have to accept it. We have to figure out how to prevent it happening again. But we can't find some particular thing that suddenly makes sense out of it. It will never make sense.